Welcome to Life Lessons. What if 5 minutes could change how you think forever? Today, we're unlocking a secret from Buddhist teachings, mindful breathing. It's simple, it's powerful. And it's for anyone drowning in distraction. Struggling to focus at work. Mind racing at night. Feeling trapped in life's chaos. You're not alone, and this video has your answer. In just 5 minutes. You can sharpen your focus, quiet your mind, and find peace no matter what's going on around you. New to meditation? Perfect. Already practicing? You'll go deeper. Stick with me, and let's dive in. Here's the deal, this isn't some trendy hack or quick fix. It's wisdom from the Buddha himself, passed down for centuries because it works. We live in a world that pulls us in a million directions. Emails pinging, deadlines looming, thoughts spiraling. It's exhausting. But mindful breathing cuts through that noise. It's not about escaping life, it's about mastering it. Imagine sitting down, taking a few intentional breaths, and suddenly feeling your scattered mind snap into focus. That's what this practice promises, and delivers. So, what's in it for you? By the end of this video, you'll learn a 5-minute mindful breathing technique rooted in Buddhist teachings. You'll discover how to prepare your mind and body, tackle distractions like a pro, and carry that clarity into your daily life. Whether you're a beginner looking to reduce stress or someone craving better focus, this is your starting line. No fancy tools, no hours of sitting cross-legged, just you, your breath, and 5 minutes. Ready to feel the difference? Let's be real, focus isn't just nice to have, it's everything. When your mind's all over the place, you miss out. Deadlines slip, conversations blur. And that dream you've been chasing? It stays out of reach. Buddhist teachings show us the breath is more than air, it's an anchor. Monks have used it for ages to train their minds. And now it's your turn. This isn't about religion, it's about results. You don't need to believe anything, just try it and see. Picture this, you're stressed, overwhelmed. Staring at a screen with no clue where to start. Then you pause. You breathe. 5 minutes later, your head's clear, your energy's back, and you're in control. That's the power we're tapping into. Mindful breathing isn't magic, it's science and spirit rolled into one. Studies back it up, slow, conscious breaths lower stress hormones and boost brain power. The Buddha knew it first. And he made it simple enough for anyone to follow. Here's why this matters now. Life's not slowing down, distractions are only getting louder. But you can rise above it. This video isn't just talk, it's a step-by-step guide to better focus, starting today. We'll break it down, how Buddhist wisdom lights the way, how to set up for success. And how to make those 5 minutes count. You'll even learn to handle those pesky thoughts that pop up mid-breath. By the end, you'll have a tool you can use anywhere, anytime. So, are you in? If you're tired of feeling scattered, if you want peace in the storm, this is for you. Whether you're new to meditation or ready to level up, mindful breathing can change the game. Hit play. Stay with me, and let's unlock better focus together. 5 minutes. One breath at a time. Let's begin. P1. Let's dive into the heart of this journey, the Buddhist path to focus. In Buddhism, focus isn't just a nice skill, it's a game changer. The Buddha called it sati, or mindfulness, and it's one of the cornerstones of his teachings. He saw something we all feel. A scattered mind is a suffering mind. Think about it, when your thoughts are bouncing from your to-do list to that argument you had yesterday, life feels heavy, right? You're stressed, overwhelmed, and stuck. But here's the flip side, a focused mind brings clarity, peace, and even liberation. That's the promise we're unpacking today. So, what's the big idea? The Buddha taught that our minds are naturally wild, like monkeys jumping from branch to branch. He didn't say that to judge us, he said it to free us. See? Suffering doesn't come from the chaos out there, it comes from letting that chaos run the show in here. Imagine me tapping my head. A scattered mind drags us into worry, regret, and endless what-ifs. But a focused mind? It's like a calm lake reflecting the sky, clear, steady, and alive. Buddhist teachings tell us we can get there, not by fighting our thoughts, but by gently guiding them. And the tool for that? Our breath. This is where mindful breathing comes in. It's not some fancy trick, it's how monks have trained their attention for centuries. Picture a monk sitting quietly. Eyes soft, just following the rise and fall of each breath. That's the practice, anchoring yourself in the present, one inhale at a time. The Buddha said the breath is always with us. A steady friend we can turn to any time. By focusing on it, we stop chasing every random thought and start building better focus. It's simple, but don't let that fool you, it's deep. Now, let's break this down. Why does a scattered mind hurt us? Psychology backs this up. When we're distracted, stress spikes. Our brains get flooded with cortisol, and we can't think straight. Ever tried writing an email while your phone's buzzing and your kid's yelling? That's a scattered mind in action, nothing gets done well. The Buddha saw this 2,500 years ago. He said clinging to thoughts, past mistakes, future fears, keeps us trapped. But when we let go and focus on now, we're free. Clarity isn't just about seeing better, it's about living better. Here's the beauty, you don't have to force it. This isn't about wrestling your mind into submission. Buddhist teachings aren't about control, they're about kindness. When your thoughts wander, and they will, you don't yell at yourself. You notice, smile, and come back to the breath. It's like training a puppy, gentle, patient, consistent. Over time, that wandering mind learns to settle. Meditation for beginners often starts here because it's so doable. No need for a monastery or years of study, just you and 5 minutes. So, how do we apply this in real life? Let's get practical. Say you're at work, buried under emails, and your brain's a mess. Pause. Take a slow breath in, feel it fill your chest, then let it out. Do that for a minute. Notice how your head clears. That's mindful breathing doing its job, cutting through the noise. Or maybe you're lying in bed, replaying the day. Instead of stressing, focus on your breath's rhythm. It's a lifeline back to the present. This is how monks stay calm amid storms, and it's how you can too. The Buddha's point wasn't perfection, it was practice. Every time you return to your breath, you're building a habit. Better focus doesn't happen overnight, it grows. Start small, 5 minutes a day. Sit quietly, breathe, and watch what happens. You'll reduce stress, sure, but more than that, you'll feel grounded. Life's still crazy out there, traffic jams, deadlines, arguments, but inside, you've got an anchor. That's the Buddhist path to focus, not running from the world, but meeting it with a steady mind. This isn't just old wisdom, it fits today. We're more distracted than ever, scrolling screens, juggling tasks. But the breath is free, portable, and always there. Buddhist teachings give us this gift, a way to tame the monkey mind without breaking a sweat. So, try it. Next time you're frazzled. Don't fight, just breathe. That's your first step to clarity, and it's right under your nose. Stick with this video, because we're about to make it even easier. P2. Now that we've explored why focus matters, let's set the stage. Part 2 is all about preparing your mind and body for mindful breathing. This isn't just a warm-up, it's the foundation. The Buddha didn't mess around when it came to meditation, he gave clear instructions because he knew a distracted body leads to a distracted mind. So, before we dive into the breath, we're going to get ready. It's simple, it's gentle, and it's how you unlock better focus. Let's walk through it together. First, find a quiet space. Doesn't have to be perfect, maybe it's a corner of your living room, a park bench, or even your car before work. The Buddha often meditated under trees, not fancy temples, so don't overthink it. Quiet isn't about silence, it's about less chaos. Turn off your phone's notifications if you can. This isn't about escaping life, it's about giving yourself a fighting chance to focus. A calm spot signals to your brain, hey, it's time to settle down. That's step 1. Next, sit comfortably. The Buddha's big on this, posture matters, but it's not about torture. Keep your back straight but relaxed, like a string holding you up without pulling tight. Why? A slouched spine makes you sleepy, a tense one makes you fidgety. Find the sweet spot. You can sit on a chair, a cushion, or the floor, whatever works. Buddhist teachings say the body's a tool, not a boss. If sitting's tough, lie down, but stay awake. The goal is ease, not strain. So you're ready for mindful breathing. Now, close your eyes if it feels natural. The Buddha didn't demand this, but it helps. Open eyes can wander, suddenly you're staring at a dust bunny or your cat's tail. Closing them turns your attention inward, like dimming the lights on a busy stage. If that feels weird, soften your gaze instead, looking down a few feet ahead. This isn't about rules, it's about what helps you connect. Meditation for beginners often starts here, less to see, less to pull you away. Pick what clicks for you. Here's the key part, notice your body. Take a moment, really feel it. Start at your shoulders. Are they creeping up to your ears? Let them drop. Move to your jaw, is it clenched like you're chewing a tough steak? Soften it. Scan down, your hands, your legs, your belly. Any tension? Breathe into it and let it go. The Buddha taught that clinging, even to tightness, keeps us stuck. Releasing it isn't just physical, it's mental prep too. You're telling your whole self, I'm here, and I'm ready. Why does this matter? Buddhist teachings say mind and body are linked. A restless body stirs a restless mind. Ever tried focusing when your back's screaming or your foot's asleep? It's a nightmare. Psychology agrees, tension ramps up stress hormones, fogging your brain. But when you relax, you reduce stress and clear the deck for better focus. Think of it like tuning a guitar, too tight or too loose, and the sound's off. This prep gets you in tune. Let's ground this in real life. Say you're home after a long day, kids yelling. Dishes piling up. You want to try mindful breathing, but you're a ball of knots. Before you start, sit on your couch, straighten your back, drop your shoulders, close your eyes. Feel the weight lift, like shaking off the day. That's your reset. Or maybe you're at your desk, neck stiff from staring at a screen. Pause, adjust your chair, unclench your fists, soften your face. 2 minutes later, you're calmer. That's the power of prep. The Buddha's point. Don't just jump in, arrive. Monks spend time settling before meditating because it works. You're not forcing calm. You're inviting it. For meditation for beginners, this is gold, skip it, and you're fighting an uphill battle. With it, you're halfway there. Try this daily, 5 minutes to sit, adjust, release. Maybe it's morning, before coffee, or night, after the chaos. Pick a spot, make it yours, and notice how it feels. This isn't fluff, it's practical. Life's messy, loud, stressful. But preparing your mind and body gives you a foothold. Buddhist teachings aren't about perfection, they're about presence. A straight back, a soft jaw. A quiet space, they're small moves with big payoffs. You're not just getting ready for the breath, you're getting ready for clarity. So, take it seriously but keep it light. Next up, we'll breathe together, and you'll be primed to feel the difference. Alright, we're here, part 3, the 5-minute breathing practice. This is where the rubber meets the road. You've set the stage with a quiet space and a relaxed body, now it's time to breathe. Buddhist teachings call this mindful breathing, and it's how the Buddha himself trained his mind. It's not complicated, no bells, no whistles, just you and your breath for 5 minutes. Ready? Let's do it together and see how it unlocks better focus and calm. Here's how it goes. Sit where you are. Back straight but easy. Breathe in deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, feel your belly expand, like a balloon filling up. Don't just puff your chest, let the air sink low. Hold it for a second, then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel the stress slip away with it. That's 1 cycle. Now, keep going. Focus on the breath, its rhythm. The coolness as it comes in, the warmth as it leaves. That's your anchor. What's the point? The Buddha taught that the breath is a bridge to the present. Life pulls us everywhere, yesterday's regrets, tomorrow's worries, but the breath is right now. Monks use it to stay grounded, and so can you. Notice how it feels, the air brushing your nostrils, your belly rising and falling. If your mind wanders, and it will, don't sweat it. Just bring it back, gentle as a nudge. This isn't about perfection, it's about practice. 5 minutes a day, and you're on the path. Let's unpack why this works. Buddhist teachings say a wandering mind is a suffering mind. Ever caught yourself spiraling over a deadline or a fight? That's the mind off its leash. Mindful breathing tames it, not by force, but by focus. Psychology backs this too. Slow, deep breaths cut stress hormones like cortisol, calming your nervous system. That 4-second inhale oxygenates your brain, the 6-second exhale dumps tension. It's science meeting spirit. You're not just breathing, you're rewiring. Here's the real talk, your mind's going to drift. Mine does too. Maybe you'll think about lunch or that email you forgot. That's normal. The Buddha didn't expect a blank slate, he expected honesty. When you catch yourself wandering, don't judge. Say, "Oh, there's a thought," and come back to the breath. That moment of return. That's where better focus grows. Meditation for beginners often trips up here, but it's not failure, it's training. Every return strengthens your attention muscle. Now, picture this in your day. You're stressed, traffic's a mess, your boss is on your case. Sit down, set a timer for 5 minutes. Inhale for 4, hold. Exhale for 6. Feel your belly move, your shoulders drop. 5 minutes later, you're steadier. Or maybe it's bedtime, and your head's buzzing. Lie down, breathe this way, focus on that cool warm dance. Sleep comes easier. This isn't a one-off, it's a habit. Do it daily, and watch the shift. Why 5 minutes? Buddhist teachings don't demand hours. The Buddha knew life's busy, he meditated in forests. Not ivory towers. 5 minutes fits anywhere, morning coffee break, lunch hour, before bed. It's short enough to stick, long enough to matter. Studies show even brief mindfulness cuts stress and boosts clarity. You're not a monk, and you don't need to be. This is for real people, parents, workers, students, who need calm in the storm. Let's tie it to life. Say you're prepping for a big meeting, nerves jangling. 5 minutes of mindful breathing, 4 in, 6 out, settles you. You walk in focused, not frazzled. Or you're home. Kids screaming, dishes piling up. Steal 5 minutes in the bathroom if you have to. Breathe, feel the rhythm, let the chaos fade. It's not running away, it's showing up stronger. That's the Buddhist way. Meet the moment, not fight it. This practice is your tool. No gear, no guru, just breath. The Buddha gave it to us because it's universal. Start today, 5 minutes, wherever you are. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly, stay with it. Wandering's fine, returning's the win. You'll reduce stress, sure, but more than that, you'll find your center. Life's loud, but you don't have to be. Next, we'll tackle those distractions head on. For now, breathe. You've got this. Welcome to part 4, Overcoming Distractions. You've got your 5-minute mindful breathing practice down, inhaling for 4. Exhaling for 6, feeling that rhythm. But here's the catch, your mind's not going to sit still. Thoughts pop up like uninvited guests, work, groceries, that thing you said last week. Sound familiar? The Buddha had a name for this, the monkey mind. He didn't see it as a flaw, though, he saw it as a chance. Distractions aren't the enemy, they're part of the game. Let's explore how Buddhist teachings turn them into a strength. The Buddha had this beautiful way of putting it, distractions are like clouds drifting through the sky of your mind. They come, they go. You don't grab them or shove them away, you watch them pass. That's the trick. When you're breathing, focused on that cool air in, warm air out, and suddenly you're planning dinner. Don't fight it. Notice it, oh, there's a thought, then let it float off. Gently bring your attention back to the breath. This isn't about winning a battle, it's about letting go with kindness. Why does this matter? Buddhist teachings say clinging, to thoughts, worries, anything, keeps us stuck. A distracted mind isn't free, it's tangled. Ever spent an hour stressing over something dumb? Like a text you didn't send? That's clinging in action. But when you observe without attaching, you're in charge. Psychology agrees. Resisting thoughts often makes them louder, don't picture a pink elephant, and boom, there it is. Acknowledging them calmly. That's how you reduce stress and build better focus. It's less tug of war, more open hand. Here's the core, every distraction is a teacher. The Buddha didn't expect a blank mind, he knew thoughts happen. Monks deal with them too, birds chirping. Wind rustling. The magic isn't in stopping them, it's in how you respond. When you're practicing mindful breathing and your brain jumps to your to-do list, don't beat yourself up. Say, hey, I see you, and slide back to the breath. That return. That's where resilience grows. Meditation for beginners trips up here, but it's not a fail, it's a win. Each comeback sharpens your mind. Let's ground this in real life. You're doing your 5 minutes, feeling good, then bam, your phone buzzes in your head even if it's off. Normal. Notice it, there's that buzz, and let it drift. Back to the breath. Over time, you get quicker at this. It's like flexing a muscle, distractions don't vanish, but they lose their grip. Science backs it, mindfulness rewires your brain. Boosting attention control. You're not just chilling, you're training. The Buddha knew it, and now you do too. How do you apply this daily? Picture this, you're at work, inbox exploding. Colleagues chattering. Your mind's racing, deadlines, lunch, that meeting. Pause. Breathe for a minute, 4 in, 6 out. Thoughts crash in. Okay, I see you, then back to the breath. You're not ignoring work, you're steadying yourself to tackle it. Or maybe you're home, kids running wild, TV blaring. Steal a moment, breathe, let the noise float by. 5 minutes later. You're calmer, not frazzled. That's overcoming distractions in action. This isn't just for meditation, it's for life. Say you're driving, stuck in traffic, mind spinning about being late. Don't grip the wheel harder, breathe. Notice the frustration, let it pass, focus on the air moving. you arrive less rattled. Or you're in line at the store, annoyed at the wait. Same deal, watch the thought, release it, breathe. Buddhist teachings aren't about a perfect bubble, they're about staying steady wherever you are. Distractions hit, you roll with them. Here's the payoff: resilience and focus don't come from silence, they come from this dance. The Buddha taught that life's messy, clouds keep drifting, but you don't have to chase them. With mindful breathing, you build a habit: see, let go, return. Start small, 5 minutes a day. Thoughts will barge in, that's fine. Each gentle return makes you stronger. You'll reduce stress, sure. But more than that, you'll handle life's noise like a pro. Next, we'll take this clarity everywhere. For now, keep breathing, distractions and all. We've made it to part 5, living with clarity. Here's the big shift: mindful breathing isn't just a 5-minute timeout. It's a way to live. The Buddha didn't stash mindfulness in a corner, he spread it everywhere: eating, walking, working, just being. Those 5 minutes of breathing we've practiced. They're the seed. Now, we're growing it into every moment. As you stick with it daily, you'll see sharper focus, less stress. And a real tie to the present. That's the Buddhist path to true clarity, and it's yours to walk. Let's start with the core. The Buddha taught that life's richest gift is awareness, being here, now. Not lost in yesterday's mess or tomorrow's what-ifs, but right where you stand. Mindful breathing kicks this off, inhaling for 4, exhaling for 6, feeling the rhythm, but it doesn't stop there. Buddhist teachings say every act can be mindful. Eating your lunch. Taste it. Walking to the car. Feel your steps. Working on a project. Focus on one task. This isn't about adding more to your plate, it's about waking up to what's already there. Why does this bring clarity? A scattered mind blurs everything. Ever eaten dinner while scrolling your phone? Then realized you barely tasted it? Or walked somewhere, head in the clouds, and missed the whole trip? That's autopilot, stressful and foggy. The Buddha saw this as suffering, not dramatic. But quiet disconnection. Psychology nods along, multitasking and distraction spike cortisol, muddying your brain. But mindfulness, staying with the moment, cuts through. It's like wiping a foggy windshield. You see, you feel, you live. Here's how it grows. Those 5 minutes of mindful breathing. They're training wheels. At first, you notice the breath's coolness. Its warmth, and that's enough. But over time, that awareness spills over. You're at your desk, stressed, and instead of spiraling, you pause, breathe, focus. You're eating, and instead of rushing, you savor. Buddhist teachings call this sati, mindfulness, and it's not reserved for monks. It's for you, me, anyone willing to try. Meditation for beginners often stops at the mat, but this is life-wide. Let's make it real. Say you're eating breakfast, cereal, toast, whatever. Don't wolf it down while checking emails. Put the phone away, take a breath, taste the crunch. The sweetness. That's mindful eating, simple, grounding. Or you're walking to work. Don't just march, feel your feet hit the ground, hear the birds or traffic. That's mindful walking. At your job. Pick one task, writing, filing, whatever, and give it your all for 10 minutes. No bouncing between tabs. Clarity isn't loud, it's quiet, steady presence. This cuts stress too. Life's a whirlwind, bills. Kids, deadlines. A mindful moment, breathing before you snap at someone, feeling your steps instead of rushing, drops the pressure. Science says it works, mindfulness lowers anxiety, boosts attention. The Buddha knew it first, living this way keeps you sane. Ever notice how monks seem calm despite nothing fancy? They're not escaping, they're engaged, fully. You don't need a temple, just a willingness to show up. Here's a day with it. Morning, 5 minutes of mindful breathing, 4 in, 6 out, sets your tone. Breakfast, eat, taste, enjoy. Commute. Feel the wheel or your stride, not the clock. Work, tackle one thing, breathe through the chaos. Home, hug your kid, listen, be there. Night, breathe again, reflect. It's not extra work, it's swapping distraction for depth. Better focus comes naturally, you're not juggling, you're flowing. That's the Buddhist way, every moment counts. What's the payoff? Clarity isn't just seeing straight, it's living straight. You're less frazzled, more you. That fight with your friend? You hear them, not just react. That project deadline? You chip away, not panic. Daily practice, those 5 minutes, builds this muscle. Start small, breathe, then carry it. Notice your coffee's warmth, your dog's wag, your breath in traffic. Reduce stress. Sure. But more. You're awake. Life's still loud, but you're steady. This is the path. Buddhist teachings don't lock clarity in a cave, they hand it to you. Mindful breathing is your start, living it is your finish. Try it today, 5 minutes, then one mindful moment, eating, walking, anything. Watch it grow. You'll feel the difference, sharper, calmer, here. That's true clarity, and it's yours, one breath at a time. Next, we'll wrap it up. For now, live it. Welcome to the wrap-up. You've just unlocked something incredible, a 5-minute mindful breathing practice straight from Buddhist wisdom. Let's take a quick look back at what we've covered. We started with the Buddha's insight, focus is the key to clarity, and a scattered mind only brings stress. Then, we prepped your mind and body, finding a quiet spot, sitting easy, letting tension go. Next, we practiced, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out, anchoring to the breath. We tackled distractions. Treating them like clouds, observe, release, return. Finally, we spread this clarity into life, eating, walking, working with presence. That's the path, simple, profound, yours. This isn't just info, it's a tool. 5 minutes a day can change everything. You've got the how, breathe deeply, feel it, come back when you drift. You've got the why. Buddhist teachings and science both say it sharpens focus and cuts stress. And you've got the where, anywhere, anytime, home, work, stuck in traffic. The beauty? It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up. Start small, stick with it, and watch what happens. Your mind gets quieter, your days get clearer, and you feel more like you. That's the win. So, here's my nudge. Make it yours. Don't let this sit as a nice idea. Try it today, 5 minutes, right after this video. Sit, breathe, feel the shift. Then carry it, one mindful bite at lunch, one steady step on your walk. Life's messy, loud, chaotic, I get it. But this practice is your anchor. You don't need hours or a retreat, you need consistency. A week from now, you could be calmer, sharper, more present. A month from now, it's second nature. You've got nothing to lose and clarity to gain. Take that first breath and run with it. Now, let's make this a movement. If this clicked for you, if you felt that spark of, I can do this, hit that like button. It's not just a click, it's a signal to keep this going. Share this with someone who needs it, your stressed out friend, your busy mom, your coworker who's always frazzled. Drop a comment, tell me how you'll use this, or just say, I'm in. Your words inspire others, and I'd love to hear them. And if you're not subscribed yet, join us. Hit that button, ring the bell, Life Lessons is here to grow with you, one mindful step at a time. This is just the start. You've got a tool rooted in Buddhist wisdom, tested by monks, made for today. 5 minutes can transform your focus, your peace, your life. Don't wait, breathe it, live it. Share it. Let's keep this energy alive together. Like it, spread it, talk about it, subscribe for more. You're not just watching, you're building something real. See you next time on Life Lessons. Take a breath, and let's keep going.